Missiles have always been at the heart of Russia's military identity, the sharpest sword and the strongest shield of a nation forged in the crucible of the Cold War. While other powers sought precision or volume, Russia pursued survivability and impact, weapons that could not only strike first, but also strike back no matter the odds. Every generation of Russian engineers inherited the same mission, to build missiles that the world would fear, and that no defense system could stop. From the sprawling missile silos hidden in the frozen tundra, to mobile launchers moving silently through the forests, Russia's strategic doctrine is built on mobility, deception, and power projection. These missiles are not just about destruction, they are about control. Control over territory, over deterrence, and over the psychology of warfare. From the whisper-quiet Kh-101, gliding through the skies with stealth precision, to the lightning-fast Kinzhal, streaking at 10 times the speed of sound, to the titans of the nuclear triad, Yars and Sarmat, capable of reshaping continents. Each represents a different dimension of Russian might: air, sea, land, and space. Each engineered to ensure that in any conflict, Russia is never the one left defenseless. So buckle up, because what you're about to see is not just a showcase of missiles. It's a look inside Russia's ultimate strategy of deterrence through dominance. Number 5. Kh-101, the ghost in the sky. When it comes to long-range precision strikes, stealth is everything, and few weapons in the world embody stealth like Russia's Kh-101 cruise missile. Nicknamed the ghost in the sky, the Kh-101 was designed to do one thing better than any Western equivalent: strike deep, strike silently, and strike without warning. It's an air-launched cruise missile developed by the Raduga Design Bureau, intended to replace the aging Kh-55 from the Cold War. But the Kh-101 is not just an upgrade, it's a reinvention. This missile combines low observable technology, terrain-following flight, and a guidance system so advanced that it can weave through valleys, cities, and radar networks undetected. Flying at extremely low altitudes, sometimes under 100 meters, the Kh-101 hugs the Earth's surface, using the terrain as a natural shield against enemy radar. Its radar-absorbent coating and composite materials make it almost invisible to detection systems. In combat scenarios, that means adversaries often don't even know it's coming until impact. The Kh-101 can travel more than 3,000 miles, or roughly 5,000 kilometers, giving Russian bombers the ability to strike across continents without ever leaving national airspace. It's launched primarily from the Tu-95 MS Bear and Tu-160 Blackjack strategic bombers, each capable of carrying a full payload of these precision weapons. Once launched, the missile autonomously navigates using a hybrid guidance system, a combination of inertial navigation, optical terrain matching, and GLONASS satellite correction. This triple-layer system gives it an incredible circular error probability of just 10 meters, meaning it can hit a target the size of a house from thousands of miles away. It can carry either a conventional high-explosive warhead or a nuclear payload, depending on mission requirements. And when armed with nuclear capability, the Kh-101 becomes part of Russia's strategic deterrent triad, a silent but deadly extension of its global reach. In Syria, the Kh-101 proved its effectiveness in real combat, striking terrorist infrastructure with pinpoint accuracy. It showed the world that Russia's precision strike capability is not theoretical, it's operational. While the West relies on the Tomahawk, Russia relies on the Kh-101, faster, stealthier, and capable of flying farther under the radar. It is not the loud roar of supersonic speed that makes this missile dangerous. It's the silence before the storm. Number 4. Kinzhal, the hypersonic dagger. If stealth defines the Kh-101, then speed defines the Kinzhal, the missile that turned the skies into a weapon. Kinzhal, meaning dagger in Russian, lives up to its name. It strikes with such speed and precision that no defense system on Earth can fully stop it. This isn't just another missile, it's one of the world's first operational hypersonic weapons, a new breed of deterrence that travels faster than sound can carry its own roar. Launched from a modified MiG-31K interceptor, a high-altitude, high-speed platform, or the Tu-22M3 bomber, the Kinzhal takes advantage of altitude and momentum. Once released, it ignites its solid-fuel rocket motor and accelerates to a staggering Mach 10, nearly 12,000 kilometers per hour. At that speed, the missile covers a distance of 2,000 kilometers in under 10 minutes. Its hypersonic velocity allows it to execute unpredictable aerodynamic maneuvers, changing altitude and direction mid-flight. That agility means even the most advanced defense networks, the American Patriot, the Aegis Combat System, or the THAAD interceptor, simply cannot react in time. Unlike traditional ballistic missiles, the Kinzhal doesn't follow a predictable parabolic path. It flies a quasi-ballistic trajectory, skimming the edge of the atmosphere, darting in and out of radar coverage.
Target locked.
This makes tracking and interception virtually impossible. Its payload is equally flexible. The Kinzhal can carry a 500-kilogram high-explosive warhead for precision strikes, or a nuclear warhead capable of delivering strategic-level destruction. That dual capability gives it both tactical and strategic value, allowing Russia to respond to conventional threats with unmatched escalation speed. In 2022, during the Ukraine conflict, the Kinzhal saw its first confirmed combat use. It struck fortified underground targets that conventional weapons couldn't penetrate, proving its real-world effectiveness and leaving Western analysts stunned. For Russia, that launch was more than a military test, it was a message. You can't defend against what you can't catch. Every time a Kinzhal missile lifts off from a MiG-31, the entire concept of air defense trembles. At hypersonic speed, time itself becomes a weapon, and the Kinzhal wields it with deadly precision. It doesn't just destroy its targets. It renders them irrelevant, before they even know they're under attack. Number 3, Oniks, P-800, the ship killer. In modern naval warfare, the battle for dominance begins long before the first torpedo is launched. It begins with who controls the sea lanes. For Russia, that dominance comes from a single word, Oniks. Known in NATO reporting as the P-800, the Oniks is one of the most feared anti-ship missiles ever developed. It was built for a singular purpose, to hunt and destroy aircraft carrier strike groups before they ever come within firing range. This supersonic missile travels at Mach 2.5, roughly 3,000 kilometers per hour, hugging the surface of the sea at altitudes as low as 10 meters. At that height, radar detection becomes extremely difficult. By the time a ship's sensors register the incoming threat, it's already too late. Each Oniks carries a 300-kilogram high-explosive warhead. But its kinetic energy, the sheer momentum of a 3-ton missile moving at more than twice the speed of sound, does nearly as much damage as the explosion itself. A single hit can split a destroyer in half. A coordinated salvo can sink an entire carrier group. The Oniks can be launched from nearly any platform. From surface vessels like the Admiral Gorshkov frigates. From Yazan-class submarines lurking silently beneath the waves. And from Bastion coastal defense batteries stationed along Russia's vast shoreline. This gives Russia a multi-axis threat capability, the ability to strike from the sea, below it, or even from the coast hundreds of kilometers away. Its operational range reaches up to 600 kilometers, allowing it to threaten ships far beyond the horizon. And its guidance system, a combination of inertial navigation, active radar homing, and sea-skimming flight profiles, ensures that even moving naval targets have little chance of escape. What makes the modern Oniks truly terrifying is its AI swarm logic. In coordinated attacks, multiple missiles can communicate mid-flight, assigning priorities. One missile takes the lead while others maneuver to overwhelm defenses. It's a digital wolf pack, hunting as one. This technology later became the foundation for Russia's newer hypersonic missile, the P-800 Oniks M and Zircon, extending both range and intelligence. When these silver darts cut across the sea at supersonic speed, they don't just challenge ships. They challenge the entire concept of naval superiority itself. The Oniks isn't just a missile. It's a statement that even in the age of stealth ships and missile shields, the ocean still belongs to whoever controls the first strike. 2. RS-24 Yars, the silent shield. Here, we enter the realm of Russia's strategic layer, the weapons that are never meant to be used, but exist so that no one dares to strike first. The RS-24 Yars stands at the center of this doctrine. An intercontinental ballistic missile, or ICBM, capable of reshaping continents with a single launch. Each Yars carries up to 4 independently targeted nuclear warheads, a technology known as MIRV, or multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles. In simple terms, one missile equals 4 separate nuclear explosions, each guided to a different city, base, or command center, anywhere on Earth. With a range of more than 11,000 kilometers, the Yars can strike across oceans, striking any adversary's territory in under 30 minutes. But its deadliest power isn't just range, it's survivability. Unlike older silo-based missiles fixed in one place, the RS-24 Yars is mobile. It rides on a colossal 16-wheel transporter erector launcher, known as the MZKT-79221, a machine so massive it can crush through snow, mud, or forest trails with ease. This mobility gives the Yars the ability to disappear into Russia's vast wilderness, from dense Siberian forests to remote tundra roads, constantly changing position to stay hidden from satellites and preemptive strikes. It's a moving phantom in the nuclear game, always somewhere, but never where the enemy expects. The Yars system also employs decoy warheads and advanced countermeasures, designed to confuse and overwhelm enemy radar and anti-missile defenses. When launched, multiple fake targets accompany the real warheads, creating chaos for interceptors and making successful defense nearly impossible. Its solid fuel engine allows for rapid launch readiness, requiring only minutes to fire after receiving the order. No liquid fueling, no delay, just instant retaliation if deterrence ever fails. In Russian strategic thinking, this ensures what they call ответно-встречный удар, a guaranteed retaliatory strike. Even if enemy missiles destroy command centers and silos, mobile Yars units can survive and strike back, ensuring mutually assured destruction remains a fact of global stability. That's why military analysts call the Yars the silent shield. It doesn't roar, it doesn't flash across headlines, but its existence shapes the balance of power every single day. The RS-24 Yars is not just a weapon. It's an insurance policy for national survival, the quiet promise that Russia can never be disarmed, only deterred. Number 1. RS-28 Sarmat, the Satan II. And now we reach the summit of destructive power, the RS-28 Sarmat, known to NATO as Satan II. A name that perfectly captures its apocalyptic potential. This is not just another intercontinental ballistic missile, it is the most powerful missile ever built by mankind. Standing over 35 meters tall, weighing more than 200 tons, the Sarmat is a titan of steel and fire, designed to ensure that Russia will never be without a final answer. Each Sarmat can carry up to 15 nuclear warheads, each independently guided to separate targets. Together, Those warheads deliver a payload equivalent to 50 megatons of TNT, roughly 3,000 times the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. That means one launch could erase entire regions, entire countries, in a matter of minutes. But what makes the Sarmat truly terrifying is not just its raw power, but its unpredictability. Most intercontinental missiles follow a predictable trajectory over the North Pole. The Sarmat, however, can approach from any direction, even from over the South Pole, completely bypassing US and NATO missile defense networks designed for northern attacks. This flexibility means that no nation on Earth is truly beyond its reach.
Is the ultimate weapon.
Its range exceeds 11,000 kilometers, covering the entire globe with ease.
Is the ultimate
Equipped
weapon.
with advanced decoys, penetration aids, and hypersonic re-entry vehicles, the Sarmat can overwhelm even the most advanced missile interceptors. Once launched, its massive engines propel it through the upper atmosphere at blistering speed, before releasing multiple warheads that glide through space and re-enter at hypersonic velocity, zigzagging to avoid interception. In Russian strategic doctrine, the Sarmat isn't simply a weapon, it's a psychological shield. Its existence guarantees that any nuclear attack on Russia would be suicidal for the aggressor. It enforces what strategists call mutually assured destruction, the paradox that peace is maintained through the certainty of total annihilation. Developed to replace the aging R-36M Voyevoda, the Sarmat represents the next generation of Russia's nuclear deterrent, faster, more accurate, and practically unstoppable. It is the ultimate trump card in Russia's defense philosophy. You may start a war, but you will not live to finish it. The RS-28 Sarmat is not merely a missile. It is the embodiment of nuclear deterrence itself, a monstrous reminder that in the balance of terror, survival belongs to those who can strike last. The strategy behind the power. Every missile we've seen in this countdown represents more than just technology. It represents a specific role in Russia's layered defense doctrine, a strategy built not on aggression, but on survival through dominance. The Kh-101 provides precision conventional strike capability, allowing Russia to hit targets across continents without resorting to nuclear escalation. The Kinzhal, with its hypersonic speed, guarantees an unstoppable strike option that bypasses modern missile defenses, a weapon of fear and speed. The Oniks secures maritime dominance, capable of crippling enemy fleets and aircraft carriers before they can even approach Russian waters. The RS-24 Yars stands as the mobile nuclear backbone, ensuring that even if Russia's silos are destroyed, retaliation remains inevitable. And finally, the RS-28 Sarmat, the apex of deterrence, enforces the global understanding that any nuclear attack would invite catastrophic consequences. Together, these systems form a multi-domain network, a triad of air, sea, and land-based weapons that interlock into one cohesive shield. It's a doctrine built on redundancy, mobility, and unpredictability, ensuring that no adversary could ever launch a first strike without facing annihilation in return. In military theory, this principle is known as assured retaliation. It's not about winning a nuclear war, it's about making sure no one dares to start one. This cold logic, paradoxical as it seems, has kept global powers in check for decades. In the nuclear age, peace doesn't come from disarmament, it comes from balance. And Russia's missiles are engineered to maintain that balance at any cost. Conclusion. From stealthy cruise missiles to apocalyptic ICBMs, Russia's missile arsenal stands as one of the most complex, advanced, and fearsome on Earth. Each missile we've explored tells a story of evolution, deterrence, and the pursuit of military superiority through technology. The Kh-101 embodies silence and precision, the unseen hand that strikes from the shadows. The Kinzhal represents speed and dominance, a hypersonic dagger that no defense can catch. The Oniks rules the seas, a ship killer that rewrites naval warfare. The Yars moves unseen, the silent shield that ensures Russia's ability to retaliate from anywhere on the map. And the Sarmat, the Satan II, is the final word in deterrence, a weapon so devastating that it exists purely to prevent war itself. Together, they paint a picture of a doctrine built not on chaos, but on control, ensuring that power, precision, and survivability keep Russia at the top of the strategic balance. In the modern age, warfare isn't just about who has the biggest weapon. It's about who can strike first, survive the counterstrike, and still stand unchallenged. And that's exactly what these missiles were built to do. So, which of these weapons impressed you the most? Was it the ghostly KH-101, the lightning-fast Kinzhal, or the unstoppable Satan II? Tell us in the comments below. And if you want to explore more of the world's most advanced military technologies, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next breakdown. Right here, on WarTech World. Because in the world of modern warfare, knowledge is the ultimate weapon.